This is virtually fantastic. The other day, after parking my car outside a supermarket and dropping my keys on the ground, my first reaction was, oh no. And as I looked below, I was relieved that it hadn't gone down the nearby storm drain. It reminded me of a time a couple years ago that I had to transfer some grocery bags from the back seat of my car to the trunk to make room for my kids later that day. As I picked up one of the grocery bags, my keys slid out of my hand, and as I looked down, I gasped as I watched them slide right into the drain. As I looked into the drain, all I could see was water, but no keys. Relax, I told myself. It will all work out. I guess the advice I often give to others was having an effect on me because somehow I remember being able to remain calm. Fortunately, I was in the Monsey area and I was able to call the Jewish Emergency Volunteer Service, Chaverim, and the operator told me they'll send someone out as soon as possible. While I was waiting, a group of young yeshiva students, enjoying their recess, offered to assist. In fact, they were determined to help. Somehow they were going to figure out how to open the drain and get my keys. But when they realized their tricks weren't going to work, they invited me to come in for a hot coffee and cake. But I declined, and instead I treated them to a story and thanked them for their kindness. Eventually, 2 members of the volunteer service arrived, and as I stood waiting for them to put together some kind of contraption and make some failed attempts to recover my keys, I noticed a young boy getting off his school bus. He seemed to be juggling some snacks and dropped a few without realizing. I ran over and returned them to the boy. And as I walked back to the drain, I was relieved and grateful to see my keys hanging on the other end of this contraption. I was deeply touched and inspired by the incredible kindness and character of these yeshiva boys and the emergency volunteers. I share this story because to me this is the story of the Chanukah menorah. In a time when the world seems to be filled with fear, anxiety, darkness, and uncertainties, the kindling of the menorah reminds us how our small acts of kindness and consideration for others can brighten someone's day, lift their spirits, and help in unimaginable ways. This Chanukah, as we light the menorah, let us think of someone who might be feeling like everything they had has gone down the drain during the corona pandemic, and let's reach out to bring them some joy and hope. Make a call to a friend or a neighbor who you haven't heard from in a while and remind them that they are not alone. In doing so, you'll be doing your part in making this world a brighter and kinder place for all. My best wishes to each of you for a happy Chanukah. Thank you.